can we get a deal on a ticket? I mean, are there any good times to try and get a ticket or anything like that?
You know, the old formula is if you buy like on a Tuesday or Wednesday, you find it cheaper because the fare sales come out on Mondays. So that's one of the things to do. I always recommend use a travel agent.
We all thought the internet had destroyed the travel agent business, and you're telling me we're going back to it?
According to the latest research, 40 to 60% of all airline tickets domestic and international at 60%. And some carriers I talked to says 70 to 75% of their international business out of the U.S. booked by traditional travel. But I got a human app for you. It's called a travel agent. And that human app, it doesn't need a smartphone or anything else. You send them an email, and sometimes they find you some great deals. My best travel tip is always talk to a travel agent and get out in front and plan a trip, especially if you're going to go any place for any period of time. My #1 travel tip, use a travel agent.
See, you know what it is? It's because people automatically assume that we have to pay. That's what it is. I know. I didn't realize until recently that you don't have to pay for travel agents. But you just think, oh, I don't even want a deal. I can do it myself.
Right.
That's
I
what
always
it
go
is.
to Expedia thinking it's going to be.
And there's nothing wrong with looking at Expedia, but then the hotel on Expedia, if you book it through that travel agent, many times they have deals that Expedia doesn't have. Best travel tip, call a travel professional. People forget that travel agents sell 60% of international airline tickets. They not only exist, they're thriving. In fact, coming out of the recession of 2009, their increase in bookings was more dramatic than all the online travel agencies like Expedia, Travelocity, and all of that. Best thing to do, talk to a travel agent. People don't realize how many ways you can save money and how many things they provide, like value-added coupons and other things.
So these are real experts in the subject, not the people that actually do the travel.
Right.
Well, the travel agents sell most cruises, tours, resorts. About 80% of all cruises are booked by travel agents. It actually doesn't cost you anything to use a Travel Pro, which is kind of ironic because people went away from using travel agents. They thought self-service, do-it-yourself, save money. Actually, they waste a lot of time, and they think they're getting a great deal, but that's not necessarily the case. You know, it's funny you say that. If I talk to 10 people on the street, 9 out of 10 will say it costs more to use an agent. Absolutely false. The supplier, the person who you're actually traveling to or with, they pay the commission to the travel agent. It actually doesn't cost you a thing to use a travel agent in most circumstances. My best advice is talk to a travel professional. Too many people get overwhelmed by the internet. Go talk to a travel professional. Certainly check out the supplier websites, but understand if you go to the Carnival website, great cruise line, they're not going to send you to Royal Caribbean if it's a better fit. These are travel agents, travel professionals. They sell $100 billion of travel. They sell 70% of all cruises and tours, 60% of all international airline tickets, which surprises a lot of people. They're alive and well, and they're getting feedback not only from themselves with the interaction with the supplier, but from millions, tens of millions of consumers that they sell every year on some of these great products. First and foremost, talk to a travel expert. I think too many times we think we can do it on our own.
I know one. I know this guy.
No, not me. I'm talking about a travel agent. One of my best travel tips is talk to a travel agent to put it all together for you because there are so many options.
You don't have to worry about it.
Exactly. I would say book with a travel professional. Always go with a pro when you have a group. The reason is they'll do all the work for you. They'll get the profile of the individual travelers. They'll put it together for you. They'll make recommendations. They'll really be your online travel filter. They'll show you, hey, an $899 fare. The fare looks great. And then you look at the detail, and it's a 16-hour layover. And you go, well, that doesn't make any sense. And that's because there's all these different combinations. And that's why you want to talk to a travel professional. They can sort through all of that. Most people don't realize they sell 60% of international and 40% of domestic airline tickets. And it's a great way to have them figure it out for you, the best route at the best price.